However, for an opening batsman, you've got to have quality footwork, especially when the ball is moving in the air. And Mukalesh didn't have any footwork. The only footwork he's got is walking back to the pavilion for naught, 5 for 1. Changing batting order, Sanjay Yadav has come up the order. Experienced, been part of the IPL setup, 21 games, a strike rate of 131 as part of the Kolkata Knight Riders for a season in the IPL. So does have the experience, and I think it's a good positive move. As you look at that wicket, second time around in the TNPL, getting out on the second ball, this time just flirting outside the off stump, a nothing shot. Trying to run it down to third man with a slip in place. Not the smartest of decisions by Mukalesh. A good start, a lot better in that corridor. That's exactly what we were talking about. Just look at the footwork of the left hand of the ball swinging in. You know that the ball is going to be full and try and get you out LBW bowled. You've got to get as far forward as you possibly can on a wicket like this when the ball is moving in the air. Otherwise you're going to be flirting with danger again. Yadav, get your footwork going, please. Well, he's gone short, but it just seems like it's a bit too high and got his line wrong. But I'd still like to see him bowl that ball fuller. He's getting the ball to swing, and often when you do that, if you look at the last delivery, going short, you can see he's trying to cover his stump, Sanjay Yadav. Well, that's just a brain fade from the bowler. The first ball to Sanjay was full, swinging in. He played from behind the crease, and then you followed up with a short ball. The only reason why you bowl a short ball is if the batsman is coming forward. That's a lot better. That's exactly what we were talking about. Just slightly fuller. You could see how uncomfortable he was. Didn't adjust well to the swing. But as you look at the teams, one change in both teams. Yo Mahesh coming in for Swaminathan and Kannan coming in for Arun for the Kanchi veerans. Lokesh, Prajit, a lot will rely on these two. If the team has to get to a good total, Pafna, Shahja, Rajkumar, or the karaikudi, kaalais, they are consistent performers in the TNPL. And we see Yo Mahesh, he's back. 28 matches, 23 wickets, an economy of 8.42, underwent knee surgery. It's not easy to keep coming back from surgeries. He's done that a couple of times. It takes a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication and commitment towards the game. And he's done that consistently. It's good to see him back in action. He was an important cog for the Tamil Nadu first class team. Injured his knee last year, Hoggy, playing the Vijay Hazare Trophy. Was unlucky, missed out. A good all-rounder, and the karaikudi kaalais will only feel a stronger unit with him coming in. That's a good start. Good steady start. You can see he's testing that knee, not running it at 100%, but that's a very good start. Still clocking 128.4, but it's just good to see him back in action. Last wicket, just an absolute nothing shot. Mukalesh, if he wants to open the batting in this tournament for a long period of time,
for VKV, he's going to have to get a little better footwork than that.
Very good delivery. You can see how happy Anirudh Srikanth is with his expression. You see that ball, Hoggy, perfect delivery.
Well, you don't have to be sheer pace when the ball's moving like this. If you get the ball in a good area, not only is it moving in the air, but it's also doing a little bit off the pitch as well. Mahesh utilising some experience here. Was bowling within himself because of that knee problem.
Once again, this time drifting slightly on the onside, just flicked away by Sanjay Yadav. Slips, so refuses the second run.
With the ball swinging like this, might be worth just bringing one of those point fielders over to the leg side, and they've just done that. They've got a leg gully in place just to the left of screen, a fine leg now, and they brought the deep square up in front of square. With the ball moving like this, I think this is a positive move from the skipper. You've created another gap out on the offside, but the ball swinging back into the left hand. If they want to drive wider of mid-off, they're taking a risk because they're not playing with the full face of the bat with the way the ball's swinging. As we said that, they've brought the cover, they've brought that short gully back out to the cover region now. And now they've put in a second slip, or more of a gully fielder. So they're still on the attack. Just asking Yo Mahesh to bowl wider of off stump, and that will probably limit the swing as well.
This time just straying down the leg side. But it's an interesting change in the batting order as well, Hoggy. The VB veerans, we saw Lokeshwar get 51 in the last game, came in at number 3, but this time around they've sent Sanjay Yadav to bat at number 3. So interesting change.
Interesting change in the way that Lokeshwar batted the last game. It was sensational, and he's a young player. He's only played a few games. There's no point in protecting him. Get him out there in these tough situations and see what he's got. And the VB Kanchi veerans are renowned for getting youngsters and giving them an opportunity in such a tournament. So if you're going to do that, make sure they grow as a cricketer and put them in the tough situations, because he dealt with it the other night when they were under the pump, losing early wickets.
Absolutely, Hoggy. I think it's all about giving those youngsters that time in a T20 format, because sometimes it's easier to take those few balls and then get going, then score your runs, play your big shots, and we saw him do that in the last game as well. He took his time initially and then played the big shots. Once again, tucked him up a good over at the end of 2. It's 9 for 1.
Yeah, the only thing that I can think about with not bringing Lokeshwar in right now is that he's a small man, not a very powerful player, just works the ball for the ones and twos. So they may want to utilise the power player and have a big hitter in early, just allow Lokeshwar to come in the latter overs when there's more fielders out in the deep and he can just work the ones and twos. But the way that he timed the ball the other night, I'd get him in here now, because the two left-handers aren't really taking the bowling attack away.
Maybe there's another thought process to it, just to play devil's advocate. Maybe because the ball's swinging, they saw the right-hander nick one off. Maybe the thought process is to get a left-handed. Just make them change that line of length, use the experience of Sanjay Yadav in a big game like that. I'm just saying this so that VB Chandrasekhar, who's watching this, doesn't get too angry and say that we're criticizing every move he makes. But we think that it could be a good move to maybe use a youngster. Maybe if you're listening, send him in.
And VB, we're going to get stuck into you, because we know you can come back up into the commentary box tomorrow and give it back to us.
time it's worked. He's bowled his shot into Sanjay Yadav's hitting arc, and he's hit that over square leg. The umpire's having a look just to confirm whether it's a boundary or six, but it's a good shot by Sanjay Yadav. Just releases the pressure. Just have a look at it. Just seems like it fell short of the boundary. No, seems like it's hit directly.
White on white, you're obviously colourblind there, Abhishek. That was a tough call. I've got to say, I thought that bounced in front of the padding as well. It's very hard to pick up white on white. The Sunil Sam just got to be a little fuller when there's a lot of assistance out there for him with the new ball.
Well, that's the first Shankar Cement maximum six by Sanjay Yadav. A much needed six for the VB veerans to get that inning going, get that momentum into the innings. Just swiveled on the back foot for that one. This time around, looking good, just timing that ball, caressing it through the covers region. Looking very good, Sanjay Yadav. Just leaned into that one. Lazy elegance.
This is an absolute pearler of the shot. Look at the footwork. Straight across, covering the swing, getting to the pitch, getting in line of the ball. That is a perfect cover drive. And I'd like to see him when he comes to the crease, Sanjay, defend like that as well with positive footwork. When you do come to the crease, you are a little nervous. You do have lead feet.
Smart cricket. A 6, a 4, just tapped that. He knew the fielders had gone back on the 30-yard trying to save that boundary. It's experience that counts at times like these.
Well, that's just good batsmanship. 6, 4, and then a very good ball from Sunil Sam, and he just dropped it at his feet and got the quick one.